Hello, everybody. This is
Hello,
Julia.
guys. This is Anna.
Uh-huh.
So, today we're going to talk about emotional intelligence and how people apply it to increase their level of resilience, stress resistance. So, let's talk about what's emotional intelligence and resilience.
Okay. So, for those of you who do not know what emotional intelligence is basically the skill that all humans have inside us. Some of us have it well developed, others don't even know they have it inside them, but it's like a human skill that allows us to get in touch with our emotions and with others' emotions and how to handle these emotions, how to express my emotions, how to recognize your emotions and all that. So it's basically how to communicate assertively with other people.
Yes, definitely. And the greatest thing about it is that it improves the quality of your life, and it improves it significantly because wherever you are, you can use your emotional intelligence and you'll be always or practically always a winner in this life. So it's pretty interesting topic, and people who are resilient, they manage and obstacles and difficult situations much better, and they overcome it emotionally faster, which allows them to use their creative energy on better things than experience stress, anxiety, and etc. So it's very important skill.
It's a very important skill, and also it permits us to um, get in touch with our feelings, get in touch with others' feelings, and also communicating. So I think communicating is the thing that makes humans different from other species. Communicating with words, communicating our feelings, our fears, everything. And so resilience, basically is I see resilience as a part of the development of a human being because resilience is the adaptation that we have or the
Mhm.
ability to adapt ourselves to difficult situations. Basically difficult situations, but it can be like a good situation. It doesn't matter. But so we are resilient, more resilient when we have been through a very difficult situation and we learned how to overcome it without greater damage to ourselves or to others. And so resilience is basically emotional, something I wouldn't say more like you can have, for example, the people that lost a leg or something like that. They are having a very tough time losing an exterior part of their body. And then with that comes a very emotional, deep damage. So they can be resilient and they don't have that part of their bodies, but they can overcome the emotional loss as well. So the emotional loss is a very important part of like how to manage that. So resilience basically to me it's basically the way that we mm, can adapt to the sufferings that we are having because we all suffer, but some of the people just go through the sufferings with so much grace and peace, and that is resilience. I don't know if you
Yeah.
see the resilience the way I see it, but it's for me it's more emotional than physical pain and how to overcome it.
Yes, it's definitely emotional, and also it's aligns with our nervous system and with our brain, of course. And it's so interesting that focus. is important part of it, because people can manage only three things: their emotions, focus, and of course their behaviors. And we starting with our mind. So how about focus? Some people, they are lost everything, they were in the worst situation possible, but they come out with smile. Why? Because they focus on beautiful things that they have, or a future picture, or their dream, whatever it is. Or maybe they have family and they are more concerned about them and think about their future. So, and some people, they are overcome just small situation, small earthquake, but it might make them panic even. And it wouldn't tell you that one person resilient and other not. Maybe it's not the case, because another person will handle other type of situation. But we can find a pattern where we strong and resilient mostly, and where we're not and can work with it.
Surely. And it's also part of the process that, of course, there are some things in our lives that will be very hard for us to overcome. And we just, I see this way. We have a situation, for example, we have a situation in Mexico, in some parts of
Mm-hmm.
Mexico with insecurity. Not all Mexico, as you can see on TV, that is like, oh my God, if you go to Mexico, you will die. No, 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 no. I mean, in some parts of Mexico, there is really this issue of insecurity, of
Mm-hmm.
how do people, like, imagine that you are living in the situation of the people in those parts, or in the war, for example, in the war. If you do not have a certain amount of resilience, you will break, like you will die, or you will go crazy, or you. So I see this resilience as part of the adaptation process. If we do not have this resilience and we are living in such a difficult situation, then things will go bad. So it's part of the adaptation. It's to adapt ourselves. So I don't know. I watched the other day a video of a dad, the war in Palestine and so on. So I watched a video of this dad that he has like a baby girl. The girl is about, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, 2, 3 years old, and this dad decided to tell the kid, like, when a bomb just explode next to them, he
Mm-hmm.
started laughing. And so the girl started laughing. When she heard a bomb, she started laughing because she thought, oh, this is funny. The sound is funny. So this kid will grow up with the idea of the sound of a bomb is funny. She won't panic because her dad taught her. Because the situation is so bad and it's so intense that,
Mm-hmm.
imagine that if the parents panic and every time a bomb explodes there or near them, it's like a heart attack every time. So resilience is, it's literally, to me, as you need to adapt to situations that you don't like, and it's the flexibility that you have. So there are many situations in life to which we are going to be able to adapt even if we don't like them. And so this example is kind of, for me, like a resilience example. Or the people that are living in places, in insecure places, what do you do? Like, you need, the life goes on, the
Mm-hmm.
world keeps going, you cannot stop because you are having a bad day. So it's this thing that keeps us going. And okay, like, one day at a time. I will say one day at a time, and everything. So yes, the focus. Like for some of us, we are so worried about, oh my God, my life is so difficult because I couldn't buy the car I wanted. And for others, is yeah. And for others, it's like I need to eat. If I don't go outside today to work, I won't eat. So there are many different situations in which we can be resilient. And it's the beauty of life, I think, as well. And it's the beauty of the humans that we can adapt basically to any situation.
Yes, and your dream might be to come to the life where your most and biggest concern will be which car to buy, because there are too much choices. So,
Literally.
and as you said, you can't become serious in bad situations because it makes you feel worse. And it's just fascinating how that person reacted on it. I hope he's emotionally healthy somehow, um, because maybe he was hysterical. Who knows?
No, 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 no. It was kind of this idea that he came with. Because when you're with children, in Mexico, we had a situation um, in my city of insecurity, extreme insecurity. Now it's everything is fine, but many,
Mm-hmm.
many years ago, it was so. Imagine that there was this time in which a teacher, like a kindergarten teacher, she was in class with the children, but little children, like 4 years old. And imagine that outside on the street, like her classroom, the windows, they were to the street, like to the, and you could see the cars and all that. So she was given the class, and then all of a sudden, like a shooting started just outside, a shooting. So she did a very intelligent thing. To me, it's very intelligent because she didn't panic. She stopped the class and she told the children, okay, the children, now we are going to play a very funny game. We are going to lay on the ground, and we are going to start singing a very cool song. And she started singing, and she was recording everything. And so the kids were safe, so to say. They were not under range of the bullets and all that, but she handled it very well. She didn't panic, and she didn't, oh, let's go and run. And no, she said, like, okay, we just need to get down and to be safe, and we are going to sing a song. And you could listen, like on the video, you can listen like pa, 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 the all the shooting and everything, and it was like the bombing and all that. And this teacher was singing, and all the kids were singing. So probably the kids didn't realize what was happening because of the emotional intelligence of the teacher. And it
Yeah.
was amazing. It was amazing because, well, nowadays, thank God everything is fine. No, no more of those situations. But that's my point. Like how you react when you are not prepared to a very difficult situation. That is interesting to train ourselves.
Yes, and it definitely depends on the person, because somebody can react really um, normal, and somebody will be panic right away. Um, and it's interesting. We human beings exist by millenniums, and of course, it's adaptation. It's interesting how our organism adapted during this period of time. So, as you said, yes, this teacher is genius, because singing it's something that helps people to relax and turn on the sympathetic, as I know, sympathetic nervous system, or parasympathetic. Okay, so nervous system that's responsible for your relax,
Uh-huh.
enjoy, and all. So yes, and curiosity. I think curiosity is opposite to the fear, and both, they can't exist together at the same time. So if you want to feel better, I think the best thing is to find a way to turn on the button that's responsible for this. So this is very cute, cool, interesting topic. Yeah. And what to say, for many people it works in different things. I mean, you can turn off some signals or work with your body, meditation, massage, whatever is available for you during the moment, or just mechanical things like cleaning the room or doing some exercises. It helps too. It makes you more grounded and more present. Okay, that's all advices.
Yeah, sure. And I would say one thing that I think is important for when we don't have these exterior things to count on, like for relaxing, like cleaning or doing something, like when we are living in a situation in which we cannot do these things, probably it's good as well. Like we could start by relying on other things like going to the spa or whatever, but we can start with that. But we should not be stuck with these exterior things to make us feel relaxed or good. Like we could start there, but we should rely in our more like how we respond to the situation. So our self-control more than the exterior things helping us. Of course, I mean, I mean it's not like we are stoics and we have no feelings and blah blah blah. No, it's more of having a self-control, a self-control, so that when we don't have such exterior things to help us, we don't panic or we don't do something stupid or so more about also keep our emotions in control as well, how to control ourselves, how to stay calm when the world is sharding and everything is falling apart.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it's starting from small things.
Of course.
Some of discipline, some of
Yeah,
self-care, and you're already more resilient. So everybody can do this. If
sure.
somebody mastered it, of course we can learn. So thank you guys for watching us, and we'll see you again. Bye bye.